This video was made possible by our generous supporters on Patreon. Check out patreon.com/NWR for all the details.
Hey guys, it's me, Perry Burkham here again for another unboxing, and today we have the Wii U game. No, that's not it. No, what we have is the Nintendo Switch Lite. That's right, Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite. Just like the DS Lite. Remember the DS Lite? What a great system. Oh, it's so good. Hopefully, this is just as good as an improvement over the Hurricane. There's no way this is as big of an improvement as DS Lite was to the original DS. But I'm off on a tangent again. Let's get right into unboxing this beautiful Switch Lite. Here we can have it. See, here's the box. Here's it upside down. Here's on the side. Background, see? And pretty soon that will be just exactly like what I'm doing. I'll be holding it. So, let's open it up. Okay, plug it in, set it up. That sounds good to me. All right, anything else in there? Nothing else in the box. We'll set it to the side. Here, I'll set it right here. That'll be my... And here it is. This is it. This is the Switch Lite. Now, I think, yeah, you take the plastic off. That's right. And here we have it. Look at that. Here, let's look at it. It's beautiful. It's the Switch Lite. It's one solid unit. I don't think you can, yeah, there's no Joy-Cons. You can't take them off anymore. They're just built into the system. But here it is. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's right here. It feels great. It's really light. That's what the thing. You'll pick up the box just in general, and when you get it, and it's just really light. And it's funny, right? Because it's called the Switch Lite. So I see what they did there. But yeah, it really is. It's here. I have I can show you the difference here. So here's the difference. It's not a huge difference, right? It's not super tiny. Not super tiny, but smaller. Definitely a huge weight difference for sure. Here's the beautiful Switch Lite. I got the teal one. There's 3 different kinds. You can see on the screen behind me. But yeah, it feels awesome. Now, the best part, the D-pad. We have a D-pad on the Switch, an actual working D-pad, as opposed to this thing that looks like a D-pad. Yeah, so playing around with it, feeling it, the D-pad, what it reminds me of is of the 2DS, the original, door stopper 2DS. That's what it reminds me of. It feels the most like that, which I love that. I love that D-pad. The buttons feel, they're a little bigger, funnily enough. They actually feel a little bigger than the, maybe they're the same size, but they feel bigger because they're, and they might even be a little smaller, but for some reason they just feel juicier and not as clicky. They're definitely more thuddy, and plus minus buttons feel pretty good, and really another big difference, the L and R buttons feel the same. The ZR and ZL buttons, funnily enough, they really remind me more of the ZR and ZL buttons from the Pro Controller, which I really like those, so I think it feels really good. As you can see, we have the game cartridge right here. There you go. You can put your Switch games in there. There's none in there. It doesn't come with any games. Headphones, obviously. You got your volume. I mean, everything is really the same. And here's the bottom of the unit. It has the USB-C plug-in. So there it is. And the speakers, I assume, right there. These little bigger ones. Actually, the speakers in my other Switch, the right speaker, I think I got some water on it and it doesn't work. But one thing I forgot to show you on this was the micro SD card slot, which is normally under the kickstand. And here's a picture of it. So it has its own slot. So there you go. Anyway, let's look further into. Let's see what else is in here. Here we go. So here we have the rest. So like I said, flopped out of there, back. And I assume there's a charging cable in here. There might not be. Probably a manual. Here is the Nintendo Switch safety guidelines. And yes, it actually does come with the full dock, like adapter. I assume this is one that you can, this same one that you can use with the Switch dock. Yeah, so there it is. It looks just like normal. And yeah, so it's really simple, right? This one, I say it's, I mean, obviously you can't dock this system, which is something to think about. But I think that if you had another Switch, and I think you could use this as the same. But yeah, so it's pretty simple. It just has, you know, the unit and the charger, and really that's it. That's everything there. So yeah, let's compare it to some other stuff. So obviously we want to look at the normal Switch. So yes, there's a good comparison there. Take the Joy-Cons off and kind of compare them. That might be a little easier to see. So as you can see, look at that. It's quite different, but it's the same. I mean, if like these line up, it's really just the bottom that isn't as big, but these line up kind of pretty similarly, I'd say. Yeah, pretty similar. Let's look at the other side. There we go. There's that. Hey, you know what? Kind of looks like a... There you go. I just made a 3DS. You can see thickness. So it looks about the same. Maybe just a little thinner. A little thinner. But very, very similar. And here's the backs of them. So yeah, it's a little bit thinner, but I think the biggest thing you're gonna notice is that it's just so much lighter. It really is so much lighter. Firing up the screen, it does look really crisp. It looks really crisp. So because it is a smaller screen with the same pixel density, I mean same pixel ratio, so it's gonna look really way cleaner, and it does. It's a really nice looking. It's a Vita. I mean it's kind of just like a Vita, but way better because it's Nintendo. Sorry, it is. But yeah, so we have the Switch Lite. It's a very cool unit. Now that I've got it unboxed, I need to, you know, put my information on there and then put my account, transfer the games, the saves, see how all that works. This is a great addition to the collection. So this goes with my collection of Switches. I have 4 now. Help me. I have a problem. I have 4 Switches. But this is different now, so I feel justified. Anyway, thanks again for watching the video, and I'll catch you sometime in the near future.